simplifying rational expressions, hey, as we know, denominators cannot be 0, right? We cannot be 0. So the type of problems you're going to see today, they're going to say state the excluded value for each rational expression. What number cannot be on bottom? Because if those numbers were on bottom, the denominator would be 0, which you can't have. So, no, actually, if I plug 0 in, what's 0 minus 36? Negative 36. Can we have that? Yeah. Okay. So, what we do is we just solve r squared minus 36 where it equals 0. So we just take what's the denominator, we make it equal to 0. Okay? I'm going to add 36 to both sides to get r squared by itself. Take the square root of r squared to get r. What's the square root of 36?
6.
Well, it's 6. What else is it?
3 or 2.
Negative 6. So it's positive or negative 6. So that's my excluded value. For this expression, we cannot have positive or negative 6. If r equals positive or negative 6, we can't have this, right? It would equal 0, which you cannot have. So this is our answer, plus or minus 6. Easy enough. All right, let's do these two problems. It will here in a little bit when we simplify, but for right now, when you're just finding excluded values, no, the bottom does not. These are out of order. These you're supposed to simplify, so we can go ahead and simplify them. Negative 2a cubed and 8a squared b. So what can we get rid of?
2a squared. Boom.
Okay, we can get rid of a squared, can't we? Because a the third on top, right? What is 3 minus 2? It's 1, right? So on top is just going to be a. Can we get rid of b?
Yeah.
No. Is there anything on top that gets rid of b? No. Okay. Negative 2 over 8. Okay. We could just take out 2 to both sides, so negative 1 over 4. Okay. What's my excluded value? What if it asks for the excluded value? What would it be?
2 and
4.
4.
How about b cannot be 0?
What?
If b was 0, would you have 0 on bottom?
Yeah.
Yes, you would, right? Because what is 0 times 4?
Oh.
Right? It since it's multiplied. So b cannot be 0. Okay? So this is both your answers right here. Okay? Negative a over 4b and b cannot be 0. Here, let's do this one. 5c to the 4th over 23c. We can get rid of c, make this c cubed, right? Because that's 4 minus 1 leaves you a 3. Do we have an excluded value here? No, we don't, because there's nothing to times 23 by, right? Okay, so no matter what c is, it will work out. So there's our answer, 5c cubed over 23. All right, let's do this. This is back to where we were, where you're supposed to just state the excluded values. So what we need to do is we need to find where n squared plus 4n minus 5 equals 0. Okay? We need to find where the denominator equals 0 because we don't want to equal 0. Can we factor this?
Yes.
What adds to give me 4 multiplies to give me negative 5?
I don't know.
What's the factors of negative 5? Negative 5 and 1. Would that add to give you positive 4?
Oh.
No.
5 and negative 1.
How about 5 and negative 1? So n minus 1, n plus 5. N minus 1, if you do that,
Get negative 1
what can n be here? What would n be here? Add 1, n would be 1, right? N plus 5 equals 0. What does n got to be? Negative 5. So there's our excluded values, 1 and negative 5. You cannot have those on bottom because if you plug 1 in here, you'll get 0. If you plug in negative 5, you'll get 0.
That one's a lot easier.
Alright, now these are where we simplify, so write this down. Alright, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to multiply the negative 3x squared and the 4x to the fifth. Negative 3 times 4 be what?
Negative 12.
Negative 12. X squared times x to the fifth is what? 7. Remember, you add exponents. 9x is 6. So I'm going to take out.
X6. Oh, no, 3.
I'm going to take out 3. Okay. Oh, I want to reduce it. Okay. What is 12 divided by 3?
4. Negative 4.
What is 9 divided by 3? Okay. And then you got x to the 7th divided by x to the 6th. What's left? X. So there's our answer. Negative 3/4 or negative 4/3 x. All right, let's simplify this. 2r plus 18 over r squared plus 8r minus 9. Now, also, this problem will say state the excluded values of r. So simplify it first, and then state the excluded values for r. What I need to do, okay, I'm going to factor something out of the top. What can I take out of 2r and 18? 2, what's left?
9. 2r, 9.
R and 9, right? What kind of factor the bottom? What adds to give me 8, multiplies to give me negative 9?
72. Nothing.
How about positive 9 and negative 1?
Yeah. Oh, that works.
Yeah. Our r plus 9s cancel. All I'm left with is 2 and r minus 1. Okay, that's the simplified answer. Okay, now we're also supposed to state the excluded values. So I need to do r squared plus 8r minus 9 and make it equal 0. We've already factored this, haven't we? In the r plus 9 and r plus r minus 1. Haven't we already done that? So we need to do r plus 9 equals 0. What does r equal that? R plus 9 equals 0. What does r equal?
Negative 9.
Negative 9. R minus 1 equals 0. What does r equal?
Positive 1.
So those are my excluded values. Negative 9 and 1. And simplified is 2 over r minus 1.
Can I get some graph paper?
N plus 3 over n squared plus 10n plus 3. So I need to see what I can factor out to get n plus 3. What adds to give me 10, multiplies to give me 21.
7 and 3.
7 and 3, right? So n plus 3, n plus 7. N plus 3's cancel, right?
Yeah.
So my answer when it's simplified is 1 over n plus 7. Now I need to find the excluded value. So I need to do n plus 3 times n plus 7, make that equal 0. When we do n plus 3 equals 0, what's n got to be? Those are my excluded values. So 1 over n plus 7 is my simplified. Negative 3 and negative 7 are my excluded values. Alright, let's do one more. This one. 36 minus t squared. I'm going to factor 36 minus t squared first. Okay. That's the difference of a square. So it's just the square root of the first thing, which is 6, minus the square root of the second thing, which is t, times the square root of the first one, plus the square root of the second one. This is the difference of a square. So we're just taking the square root of this, which is 6, minus the square root of this, which is t. Then we're timesing it by square root of this plus the square root of this. That's the difference of square. Then 5t minus 30. I'm gonna factor 5 out. We're left with t minus 6.
And that's the same thing. Did they cross out?
How can 6 minus t be crossed out with t minus 6? Are they the same thing?
No.
No, they're switched. So what I got to do,
6 plus 2.
no, that's not the same thing. Instead, what I can do is I can factor out -1 from 6 minus t. Okay? So I'm going to take 1 out of this. What is 6 divided by -1?
-6.
-6. What is -t divided by -1?
T, 1 T.
Positive t, right? So t minus 6.
That's what I just said.
Shame.
You said 6 minus t was the same thing as t minus 6. It's not.
Yeah.
I factored out -1 and then made it the same as t minus 6. Now I can subtract, or I can eliminate those. My answer is -1 times 6 plus t over 5. Okay, that's my answer. Now we need to do, I'm going to erase this
Let me guess. Excluded.
to do the excluded values. 5t minus 30 equals 0. I'm going to add 30. 5t equals 30. We divide by 5. T cannot equal 6. Okay, that's the excluded value of 6. All right, here's
That's easy. I know I do that.